Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Happy Moon Day, happy Moon Day, happy Moon Day. Happy New Year. With the first day of spring, that is the actual new year when life is beginning to sprout again, beginning to move. How's everyone's day been thus far? There we go. How's everyone's day been so far? Mine has been marvelous, purposeful, get some work done, but I can't let this beautiful day go by without getting some nature and getting in some water, as y'all can see. Just walking around. New beginnings, Cam. Yeah, I just posted a picture saying for people to recognize, acknowledge, accept, and appreciate their new beginnings. The winter season is a dead season where we're supposed to be still to evaluate and look at things that needs to be taken away, not needed for a new journey. So I hope that you took that time in the winter season to do that. So in this spring of birthing and new, you're able to recognize it, acknowledge it, accept it, celebrate it. But my message I want to come on today with, real quick. I used to like to, make people laugh, do silly things, and make funny posts. And my family, friends, whoever, would call me a hot mess. And I take that appreciation, I take that sentiment with appreciation. One, because I try to be the best in anything I'm gonna be. So I'm gonna be a mess. I want to be the best mess. So hot mess, I'm pretty top tier. But another way we use the word mess, when our life is getting a little chaotic, things are not going as planned, we're not rooted, we're not grounded, when we begin to say to ourselves that we're a mess. Life is a mess, things are a mess, and it kind of begins a spiral down of negative self-talk, right? And I say when things are in a mess, or when things are chaotic, or when everything is breaking down, that is a perfect place to be. That is a perfect place to be. That's a perfect purposed place to be. Because when things are breaking down or breaking up or coming apart, that gives us the next breath, the next creation moment to create what we want next. We can take the things out of what was broken up, decide what's good, what's not, what has been working, but if we want better, we got to do an upgrade, right? So it's a perfect time. Even when we feel we're a mess, say, we do our spring cleaning and we go in our house or a room and feel like our room is a mess. Go to the closet, it's a mess. I cleaned out one of my closets yesterday. It was a mess a couple of days ago. But that was a perfect opportunity for me to see what no longer needs to be in my home, what no longer need to be with me. To have space for the new, right? So I invite you to look at the word mess in a different way. I just created an acronym for mess. Tell me if y'all like it. Tell me if it applies. Just did this in meditation. So when we feel like we're a mess, our life is a mess, things are a mess, and it's difficult for us to see our next direction out, right? We take a moment to breathe, ground, and center. If it's finding it difficult for you to center in yourself, always allow someone to be an anchor for the moment. But when we're using the word mess, let's think about mess, M.E.S.S, broken down as mindfully evaluating systems to sever from. Mindfully evaluating systems to sever from. So when you're in that mess state, perfect place to be. You take that moment, practice the art of pause to see what's actually going on. Then you mindfully think about what is a mess, what isn't a mess. Then you start evaluating your systems, evaluating your thought process, evaluating the things and how you have been maneuvering to get past this last phase of your life. That was the last phase. You don't need it no longer. We evaluate it. We evaluate their systems, and then we decide we need to sever from it because we want better, right? Right? Right. My mess is now my message. Indeed, America. Hey, love. Right? So it's easy. I did a live a while ago, a long time ago. I even made a post about parachutes. We all know how parachutes work, right? We jump out of an airplane or whatever the case may be. And as we're falling, we let out the parachute to guide us safely to the ground, right? It's purposed. It is needed for that journey. It's needed for that purpose. It is needed in that moment. But once you hit the ground, that same parachute that you use to save you, that same parachute that you use to help you get safely to the ground, is now a danger to you moving forward. One, if that parachute is still attached to you, and the winds of change blows, that parachute now drags you, hurts you severely, and can even kill you. So that's where we find our problem in. When we adopted systems, we read books, we have these ideologies that helped us out in the moment. You know, we took them as words. Okay, this fits for right now. Bliss and pleasure. This fits for right now, right? And it helps put a band-aid over shit. We then mindfully evaluate. We put a band-aid over it. Well, that same idea, that same practice that helped you land safely from whatever fall you were going through, now is a hindrance to you. So that's where mess come in, because if that parachute is still on us and the winds of change is pulling us, we're being dragged. And we feel like everything's a mess because things not working out how we plan. We're not creating how we think we're creating. Our thoughts are not clear. It's the mess that's being created now. So it's fine. And it's marvelous. At that point, you detach from that parachute. Detach from that parachute. Sit in your mess to mindfully evaluate systems you need to sever from. A mess. So when you're a mess, be a hot mess. Be the best mess. Be the best mindfully evaluating systems that you need to sever from. And when you do that mess becomes straightened out, and you see clearer, you flow easier, and you stay grounded. That is it. That is all I want to share with you guys today. M.E.S.S. M-E.S.S. Sit in your mess. Be a mess. Appreciate your mess. Love you in your mess and love your mess. Because you can smile and have the opportunity to what? Mindfully evaluate systems to sever from. I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm feeling good. I did a little sighting Saturday night at Fire and Water, open mic. And then it got real interesting. I had an out-of-body experience. I got pulled away. I had some thoughts a couple of days before that was having a little internal civil war, and I got snatched out to look at myself. And it was cool. No biggie. But I enjoyed it. Loving me, loving life. Keep reminding myself to be focused on me so that I can give focus and love outward. I had to sit in my mess for a second and do some evaluating, which is cool. In this moment, I want to say appreciation. I don't know if they're even going to hear it, but to those people in my life that provide much needed energy in different ways. Come to learn that, everyone can't provide everything you need, right? But there are certain people that you can always pull in from. So how I'm able to just be giving and giving and giving is love. I give love to myself first, but I also have my anchors who, when I'm needing to feel loved and cared for and appreciated and protected, they come from somewhere, right? They pour in, and I appreciate them. It's not you have to ask about it. You don't got to tell it. It's feeling. It's not just a word they say. It's an action and an energy they send out. It's feeling, and you know it. I have a couple of people that cover me. Even when I know I'm doing dangerous shit, I feel them covering me, and it's an automatic thing. And I appreciate all of them. But that's it. I'm gonna finish my walk, go back home, finish some work. If you haven't yet, here in the South, it's gonna be some beautiful days. I implore you to go out and sit with nature, let nature love on you, and love it back. Atlanta and the surrounding areas, still got Tantra Tuesday going on at Fire and Water Metaphysical Center in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Stick for the posts, sign up, come let myself and Fire and Water hold space for you. Allow myself at Kabatu Village to hold space for you however you need, to come get this loving. I appreciate all my tribe members who have joined me for my Comedic Level 1 class. Appreciate you. Mwah, mwah. That's it. Just being appreciative, accepting and acknowledging the new beginnings and the birth of another season. Remember, M.E.S.S. Don't run from it, sit in it, mindfully evaluating systems to sever from. Brothers, kings, I appreciate you. I need you, and I love you exactly where you are. Sisters, queens, I appreciate you. I need you, and I love you exactly where you are. Where you are is perfect. How you are is perfect. You are purposefully positioned in this moment for you. Even if it doesn't feel comfortable, you are purposely, perfectly positioned in this moment. Find the lesson, find the medicine, or find the celebration. All is well. Remember that you are loved, you're loving, and I love you. Not because I want anything from you, not because you have to do anything for it, not because I expect anything. Simply because I honor the present that is your presence. But you have to be present. You have to be present. Present with yourself, honest with yourself. And if you're not, I still appreciate you. Remember, when things get a little difficult, take time to breathe, ground, center, and repeat as much as needed. Come get this loving. Amor, Kabatu Village. I love you. Mwah. I love you. Mwah. Mwah. I love you. Peace.